Well, hello nation, it's Rockvar here live on DC Universe Online, hanging out with you guys here on this Saturday night. I got Lyda and Bodhi with me. It's almost like Rock and Lyda Live used to be, except for she's not playing the game. Rock, Lyda, and Bodhi Live. Yeah, she would play if she could. PlayStation. PlayStation 3 not being able to download assets for DC Universe Online still. We're 2.5 to 3 months in on that little problem. But I'm able to play on PS4, so I continue to play the game and stream live. We got lots of exciting news this week, guys. I hope that some of you were able to see my video that I put up earlier today. If not, after the stream, check out the video I did on Game Update 73, the stat revamp basics. Because, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? When Game Update 73 goes live, folks, so does the stat revamp. No more stat revamp 1 point something or another. Apparently they aren't going past 2. They didn't do 2. They did 1.7, I'm pretty sure, was the last one that they actually gave a number to. And it's going live in a couple of weeks. It's on test right now. So if you have a PC and you are lucky enough to be able to log into the PC test server, do it, because you can help test this latest stat revamp, and everything goes live as soon as they get enough testing done, which typically takes a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks maybe. They're saying 2, but could, who knows? They start testing stuff. They could end up with various problems that cause them to go ahead and extend that a little bit longer. It's hard to say. We're crossing our fingers and hoping that everything goes well and that doesn't have to happen. But if they find a huge mess, then they'll have to clean it up before they take it live. But as of right now, every bit of that revamp is live on test server. They're going to be tweaking it, obviously, over the next couple of weeks. And then when G73 goes live, stats matter again. And it's both exciting and scary for me. And I think that, anything in life that is super cool and is going to bring about some change can be scary. It's a little bit scary for me because everything that I know about the game right now is going to change. Everything that we know about DC Universe Online is going to change. And it really wouldn't have to if they hadn't changed it in the first place. But I understand. So they came out with all these different things they thought were going to make the game great. It ended up pretty much killing a lot of folks' love for the game. And not me. Well, no, nothing can kill my love for DCUO. This game could end up being just a single-player RPG, and I'd still love it. But, they made a lot of changes to the game that were intended for the best. They were trying to make things better, and it just ended up not necessarily working out that way. And over time, they changed more and more, trying to get down that path, and it just made a huge mess that they're now cleaning up. And, it's good. It's an evolution. The game evolves and continues on. I mean, how many games have you played? Well, maybe some people out there have played, but how many games have you played that go on for 7+ years? Well, this one does. So, and it does that by continuing to evolve and continuing to grow and continuing to bring in a new fan base and new population and try as hard as they can to keep the old fan base and the old community happy at the same time. It doesn't always work, but they've done a pretty good job of it, in my opinion. This is the first game I've ever played that has been as successful as this one has and continues to grow, and I don't see it slowing down anytime soon, especially with the DC cinematic universe going the way, or extended universe. I don't know why the heck they didn't just copy Marvel completely. They're doing it in every other fashion at this point in the movies, but with the movie franchise blowing up the way it is, Wonder Woman is still killing it in the box office. It looks like it could potentially be the largest grossing comic book movie to date. And it's phenomenal. So I don't see, and with things picking up like that, with DC TV going the way it is, I just don't see this game slowing down. So that's good. But my point was that when Stat Revamp goes live, it's going to require a complete retooling of your Toon. Everything that you have, unless you have been preparing ahead of time for this to take effect, and in some ways you can't because they're changing the trees and they're changing the PowerPoint. There aren't going to be no PowerPoints anymore. So right now, as you level your Toon and you get specific PowerPoints that you spend to basically purchase the powers that you want, that's no longer going to happen. You're just basically going to get given certain powers at certain times as you level. And when you think about it, that does take away a lot of the choice in the game, but they're giving us some pretty big options. But skill points are going to be spent for everything now. So if you have iconic powers, you're going to have to spend skill points to get those. You're going to definitely have to pick a direction that you want to go as far as the powers that you use, a play style. And I was thinking about that earlier today. My play style is all over the place. I mean, and I guess it still can be. With some Toons, it's going to be play from the tray. If I'm playing a Toon that has a super cool power set that I want to use, it's going to be play from the tray. If I have a Toon that I like to use weapons with, like for example my Batman Toon, I like to use martial arts mostly with him, so he's going to end up being weapon based. The problem that I see happening is going to be with Toons like Rock Var, because Rock is typically, well, it depends on the power that I'm using with him at the time, but here's the thing. I like to be able to pump. I like using brawling with him because he's a Kryptonian, and I want to be able to punch something and have it have an effect, but at the same time, I don't want to give up the use of my power set. But the thing is, with him, there's not really a power set that I like that necessarily fits with that Toon. Just like Superman right now, there's no power set that really fits with him. I use brawling weapons, and so maybe I'm just going to specialize in weapons with him, but then that takes away a lot of ranged attacks that I can use. Except for I can use the weapon mastery attack, but I'm sure that certain combos are going to be better than others, and so I don't want to end up back into a boat where with one character I'm having to use a certain weapon again, because that sucked. I'm sorry, but it did. When we had basically the OP weapons, if you weren't using at one time, if you weren't using martial arts, smoke bomb, you weren't doing anything. And then it was two-handed, and then there was some stuff for a while with staff that was really awesome. And so I hope that they've balanced that out. Now they're telling us that they have, so they're telling us that it's pretty well balanced. But that's where my decision is going to be difficult, is choosing which area to specialize in with which Toon. And they're also fixing the fact that power attacks would use precision. So now all combos, and those of you who play light may not be used to this, but all combos now are going to cost power, and all combos now are going to use might. There's going to be no precision based aspect to it whatsoever. There's going to be no getting away from using power. And so I'm not sure quite how that's going to affect Earth, because right now Earth's pretty OP with the pet. And I've heard tell, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard tell that the pet is going to be using might as well. Another thing that I saw a change today was that the power-up for the golems, the power-up golem, is now going to completely fill their health bar, or their power bar. So it's not just going to be like a power over time. So there's a lot of changes. So in the next couple of weeks, when that stat revamp hits, you're probably not going to hear from me You will. I'll still stream, but basically I'm going to be spending a lot of time trying to hone my skills again, and that's good, because we've gotten to a place in the game where it's frustrating, where you don't necessarily have to try real hard. If you have the OP power or the power of the month or whatever you want to call it, you're just going to do more damage, or whatever your role is. So it's exciting to me to have to get back into the playing field, and or back onto the playing field, spend a lot of time on the dummies, practicing, checking what my damage is which one's working better, and that kind of thing. So, but that is the big news right now, and I've got one, like I said, I've got one video up on the channel right now. It's called DC Universe Online Game Update 73 Stat Revamp Basics, and that's going to go through basically just the basics. It's an overview of what's coming, and then starting, I think, tomorrow, I'm going to start breaking it down. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to do, a different powers, not different powers, but I'm going to do the different changes that they've made. I will talk specifically about power set changes, but we're going to get into more detail as to what it means for roles, power sets, stuff like that. And so, but if you have not read the patch notes, I insist that you do. Not that that means anything to anybody, but go to DCUniverseOnline.com in the forum section under announcements, and you'll see the Game Update 73 notes there. You can check them out and see for yourself what's happening. But if you can't, or you don't want to, I will definitely tell you. So, as advertised, we're going to go. I'm really having fun doing some solo content right now. What I just noticed with Superman in the past couple of days was that the solo content is getting me pretty good drops. I've raised his combat rating significantly. So I'm going to go and do the one that I'm having the most fun with right now, which is Science Spire, because I get to hang out with Lois Lane. And what's not cool about that? And that brings me to a little bit of a announcement here on VAR Nation. I'm going to start trying to do my version of a TV show. I don't think it will be quite what you'd call a TV show. We'll call it a living comic. That's kind of cool. I'm going to do some living comics, and it will be shorts, in which I will be trying to do the voice acting and using characters in DC Universe Online to tell a story. And so my first one is going to be Superman and Lois Lane having a conversation. You can look for that over the next couple of weeks. I don't know how quick I'll get it done. Depends on how much I can coerce Lyda into doing the voice of Lois Lane, because she's a little shy when it comes to that. But we'll see. And then Bodhi will do the voice of someone. Won't you, Bode? Yep. Except for now I'm flying backwards. No? Oh, we got to go talk to Lois. So that's what... This is Science Spire, guys. If you're not up to this level, it requires a combat rating 146. Suggested combat rating 154. I've been doing it all week as a 146 and up. I just got up to a 152. So you should be pretty good to go if you're in that range. However, I am Earth, and you'll see Earth a little bit OP at the moment.
I'm glad you responded, because I need someone with your skill set. I've been trying to track down where Zod went after he left the Phantom Zone, and it seems some of his people took an interest in Lex Luthor's Science Spire.
You need something.
I needed to investigate.
You need someone with heat vision, Lois?
Database. Let's find out what.
Or you need someone with a crystal golem, or crystal,
Going in unarmed
whatever you
seems
call
like
it.
a bad idea. I'm sure Lex won't mind if I borrow this.
Yeah, take a machine gun, Lois. That's all good.
Reminds me of the time those gangsters left me alone in a room with a tongue gun. I mean, come on, guys.
There's a little bits of secrets to this, and I'll show you on this boss if you haven't done it. There's a feat that you can get for letting him do something. Nikita Sinidson said DCUO's dead. Oh, no it's not. I'm playing it right now. But there's a couple of
Damn you for this!
feats that you can get in here, and I'll show you at least how to get one. I didn't really know until I went and watched another video on it. It's pretty cool. It just, if I wouldn't have known that they would drop kryptonite in here, I would have had no idea how to do it.
We won't surrender to you.
Yeah, stop giving Lois a hard time.
I'll see if Lex has anything stashed around here that could help.
Alright, now this guy, I believe, I think he's the boss. If he is, let's get everybody down here. I want to try and keep them down in the middle area if I can. Get down here, dude.
Research room. Let's see if I can find anything useful, I should have known Lex would have
There we
some
go.
of this on
Okay.
hand.
So as soon as that kryptonite drops, grab it. He's going to start his attack. Throw it right at him, and it'll stop him from doing his attack. Because if not, he's going to somewhat one-shot you. And if you do that, if you stop him from doing it I think it's 3 or 4 times, you're going to get a feat. I was just trying to, and it helps if you keep your target lock. I hold it with my left L1. I threw it too early. See, that's what he does. I hold my target lock with L1. That way I keep him locked and I can run wherever I want to and grab those kryptonite chunks and throw at him.
Throw this at him.
Damn you for this!
That's what you do. Do it 4-ish times. I'm not sure exactly what the feat is. I think it's 4. I'm going to say that, but I don't know. And I'm not going to get it because I've already gotten it.
This might be useful. We need to get to the upper
Oh.
levels. The door I opened should
He
lead
died
to a
before I
way
could
up.
throw the
I'll meet
kryptonite
you
chunk
up
at
there.
him. Oh, and I got a 132 trinket. I'm pretty sure I need that. Let's see. Because the trinket I've got is a 122. So yeah, that's going to help my combat rating quite a bit. Let's do it. I wish I could take that comment out of there. Seems like I got my first troll. I don't want that to be displayed. It's not. I guess I should make a disclaimer every time. The comments in chat do not reflect my views and opinions. Oh, I'm still at 152, so that didn't. Didn't raise it any, but it didn't, you know, it's not going to hurt to have a better trinket for sure. Really, that's the first boss in this is, to me, the most difficult. If you can get past that, you're doing good. It's all about the mechanic. So, I mean, as long as you do that, use that kryptonite chunk, you're not going to have a problem at all. Well, you know, you got to pay attention a little bit and do it at the right time, but for the most part, you're not going to have too much of a problem. Where'd Lois go? She disappeared. Oh, she's on the upper floor. We're going to teleport. Beam us up.
Good, you made it. Let's get moving.
Oh, you need me to clear the way, Lois?
We will win this day.
Man, she's doing a lot of shooting. She's not hitting anything. I guess that's good. Oh, they're Kryptonians, so that's why. Okay, well, you're just wasting your time there, Lois. I watched a little bit of Man of Steel was on TV yesterday. I watched some of that again. I have to say this, the fight scenes are phenomenal, even though they just pretty much destroy everything around. It's pretty awesome the way they made Kryptonians fight. and the speed. It was very enjoyable. I love the chick playing Ursa. Well, I need to go upstairs now. I did Prison Break earlier today. That was fun.
It's not too late to surrender.
Get off me, trooper. Bam!
Stop.
This room is the biggest pain in the butt, but I think we'll get through it. Then we might go to the fortress,
Damn you for this.
not the raid.
We won't surrender to you.
You were warned!
Alright, now this is... oh wait,
That's
not
it.
done yet. We're not quite there yet.
No more.
If you can get some power to that central power thing, I think the door will open.
Okay. This is a huge bother. So you're running these things, or you're moving these into their place. You got to do it in a timely manner, and you have to activate all of them at one time. See, I didn't get that one in time. Get there. It's easier to do with speed. I mean, you know, the boots, not the, you know. Got to be fast is what I'm getting at. I was able to throw one the other day and get it to land in the right spot, but that doesn't always happen, so. But it's always going to be next to you, and you're always going to be going across the room. And once you get them all activated at the same time, they do that. See how the animation's working? And you've done your job. That's it, huh, Bode? This Bodie's sitting next to me getting into Mommy's purse. You find anything worthwhile in there, buddy, give it to me. Guarantee you won't. Probably lots of gum. I'm coming, Lois. Shadow Dragon, hey, thanks for joining the stream, buddy. He says Science Spire is like an office building. Imagine having to unlock that door with the 4 balls every day. I know your pain. I had for a while I had a job where I had a key card, and I had to go through several different doors to get to my desk. And on days where I would forget my key card, it would suck so bad. I just have to basically follow someone around, or hope that if I needed to go to the bathroom, someone else was going in that direction, so I could follow them. Because it wasn't, you know, it's not like I worked for an agency of some kind. You know, they definitely didn't need to have that kind of security, but they thought they did.
We won't surrender to you. Hold it.
I don't know if there's any. I was just talking about how exciting it's going to be once the stat revamp goes live, but also it's going to be intense because I'm gonna basically disappear into myself for a couple of weeks until I get my stuff together. I'm counting on you, man, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm going to be watching everybody's videos that has been on test server like mad and taking notes again, because I watch them, but like, you know, I don't watch them like it's my job. I just watch them to enjoy them. And so now it's going to be like, oh god, my DPS is going to suck unless I learn this. Ooh, okay, I got 132 feet. or hands. Let's see what's up. I don't need the hands. I don't need the feet. Darn it. Do I need that? I don't know. We'll see. Connor Creed, what's up, man? Yeah, the stat revamp is coming in Game Update 73. They announced, I think, yesterday or maybe the day before. And it is, it's happening. It's finally happening. It's finally almost here, unless somebody discovers a real big freak accident in the game, like on test server over the next 2 weeks, and they have to rehaul everything. And that would suck, because then the next report will be like, well, it'll be here in Game Update 125. But no, yeah, it's ready to go. Shadow Dragon says, I think a lot of people will be relearning. There's no way I'll be able to play as many alts as I did now. I'll be down to 2 tunes when it hits. Yeah, I know that's gonna be.
Yeah, Zod is wound a
but
bit
it'll be
too
kind of
tight.
fun to.
Leave Kandor there
It'll
now
be,
that we know
you know.
Brainiac is holding it.
I think it's gonna take away. How do I say this? It's not really gonna take away anything, but it's gonna change the reason I play the game. I'm gonna go from just playing it for fun to level up tunes real fast and make different characters, and then it's going to be back to like it used to be when I first started. All I did was play Rock Var pretty much, because I was just trying to master that skill set. And then once I get that one mastered, then maybe I'll move on to the next tune. I don't know. Jack Plays, what's up? Oh, Connor Creed says, holy cow, man. You can read it for yourself. And I just said in my league group that the game is getting dull to me. Now I have incentive to renew my legendary next month. Yeah, I mean that's true. It's definitely gonna breathe new life into the game. I was talking about earlier before people were on the stream, I was just talking to myself, and was Bodhi checking out our licenses? He's checking out my porn stash. I had my, okay, so I was just saying that with DC blowing up the way it is in the movies and TV, it's doubtful to me that this game slows down anytime soon. So funny story, my previous job, I went through a bit of a life-changing event. I was at a place of employment for about 7 years, 6-7 years, and it really sucked the life out of me, made me hate myself and my life, and I was just not a happy person day to day, and got really, really depressed. And so I was doing anything that I could to make myself laugh or give myself a reason to smile. So I grew a mustache, which looked really funny on me, and it really did look like a porn stash. And I would wear the aviator sunglasses to work that like the FBI used to wear, and I thought it was really funny because everyone would look at me and laugh. I guess I didn't care as much if they were laughing with me or laughing at me, as long as they were smiling, and it made me chuckle. And so I went to work one day, and just minding my own business, I happened to look into my wallet because I was really, really OCD at the time, and I've had to take steps to fix that in my recent life. But I mean, I was so bad, like I would have to check my tire pressure at work when I parked the car before I could go inside, and I'd have to go and check it again at lunch, and then I would have to check it before I drove home from work. I had all of these different things that I had to do in order to survive, and I think it was the stress of the job that really kicked that in, and I think it was hating my life that I was looking for something to do with my mind. And so but anyway, I checked my wallet, as I often did, to make sure my license was there and my credit cards were there and blah, blah, blah. And I realized that my driver's license was expiring, or had expired, and I had to go. And so my OCD obviously kicks in. I can't do anything else until I get that driver's license renewed. So I had to go request a leave from work and go to the DMV and get my driver's license picture taken. And I didn't think about the fact that I had the porn stash at the time. So for the next 5 years now, I have porn stash on my driver's license, and every time I give my ID for something, people just laugh at me, and I have to explain, because I really do look like a different person with a mustache. It's altogether different. In fact, I think that I put some pictures up on Twitter at the time. You may be able to find them if you look back at var_nation. You may be able to find the porn stash pictures, because I'm pretty sure I was taking pictures of myself at work, just like looking for anybody to laugh or get some kind of satisfaction from that. But yeah, it's pretty funny. So, but now that we've moved again, we've changed states since then, and I got to go get a brand new license and get it. I'll be able to take the porn stash picture off of there. But I'm gonna, if they'll let me keep this license, I don't know if they will let me keep it. I would love to keep that so that I can always remember how much I hated myself. I don't think I need a reminder of that. Oh my gosh. So anyway, thank you for joining the stream, guys. Connor Creed says, I just switched from quantum to mental, so I wonder if mental will get even more OP than usual. I don't know. I think the idea is that they're trying to balance everything as much as they can. And so I guess we'll see. Shadow Dragon will know better than I will how the power sets are looking. Trex is doing a lot. Trex Light is doing a lot of videos right now on the different power sets, and so he's testing out some different stuff. And then, I can't tell you from experience from playing it, but I am going to go, the next couple videos that I do on the stat revamp, I'm going to go through and start talking about specific power sets, what changes are happening, because there are some major changes happening to power sets, the powers that you use, and even the powers that are available. They're introducing some things and updating. Whoa, look at this. Damian Wayne and Rachel Grayson are having a spasm over here. They're looking around for something intensely. Shadow says, yeah, there should be nothing OP, but true balance is hard. They should be closer to each other, though. So, yeah, I think that's the general idea. And, we'll see how that works out. But, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and queue for a 4-player while we're hanging out here. We'll see if we can go do that. I just got the death look. I told Light I was doing solos. It's all right. If something comes up and I've got to ditch the group, I'll ditch the group, honey. It's no big deal. I never will. I'm always like, I can't. I'm in a group. Blue Shazam is your alt. Oh, that's cool. Are you out here? One of these days I gotta go and add everybody's alts to my friends list. I have a really outdated friends list. When I started playing the game, I just started friending people that, were doing missions that I would be involved with and everything. And I have no, desire or knowledge of those people at all. So it's kind of like, hey, that guy's on again. I remember I did a duo with him my first day playing the game. But there's a lot of those. I mean, maybe you would be, maybe you wouldn't be surprised at how many people still play the game daily that were playing it 5-6 years ago daily. It's really cool. This has been a great experience for me as far as the game is concerned. Although, a little bit of news, we'll just go into Cathedral as well. Why not? I'm not going to get anything out of it, but I do need marks because I went and spent money on boots. Tell me honestly, guys, and this is, so these are the boots that I'm wearing right now. What are they called? I don't know. I'll tell you in a second. And I thought I wanted to get some more Superman-y looking boots, and I know they have the ones, and I'll show you those that I probably should be wearing, but I don't. And the reason being, these are Stalwart Defender. So this is like based on the new 52 Superman. Supergirl I do not like. Lido wants me to wear those. I just don't like the way they look on a dude character. Well, not so much on a dude, but this character in particular. I just don't like how the bands are bulky like that. And I don't like the heels. And so then my other option, and I went and I bought the Shepherd of Adara. because if I change this to blue, that resembles kind of the Superman boots, but they're too tall. I wish there was something just a little bit shorter. And I know they've got, the boots that you can get in the beginning of the game, but they've got heels and the soles are black, and I just don't like that either. Because what I'm going for, I don't know, with this Superman, I don't know if you've seen, like, posters of Superman in the early 2000s. That's kind of what I'm going for. When he was in the Justice League of America. They're very colorful, and I don't know, it's just what I like, so I'm going to discard that. So for right now, these are working the best, I suppose. And you know, I haven't looked to see what solo content I can even do with him, like outside mission stuff. Oh, that's all the... I don't know what we do at this level.
Oh my god. Do something!
Connor Creed says after the revamp, he's going to be doing a lot more with his Cole McGrath tune if electricity ends up being better. Yeah, I'm excited for electricity too, because that's a fun power to use. And Shadow like Stalwart. I think that looks cool. I like them. I might try out, what is it called? Oh.
Get away!
They're based on Firestorm, but I can only get it from drops, so, because I have them for Wally, and I like the way they look on him. Ooh, look, we have a couple Flash over here. Black Flash. Ooh, that's pretty cool looking. Is that an actual Black Flash mask, or did he do something to that? Because that was tight. Connor Creed needs better styles for his Donatello tune. I've seen a couple of cool Ninja Turtles out here recently. Man, there are not a lot of people at Little Bow right now. There's Eobard Thawne. That's cool. See if I can get into a duo. This is going... I'm not going to wait too long for... I know I can get into a duo fast. The Will of... I tried doing the Will of Darkseid earlier. It did not go very well. We'll see. Oh, I'm loot locked, so nope. Oh, here we go. Phantom Zone. Nice! We're going to go fight Daddy. Oh my goodness. Had to have a big stretch. It's been a very long day. It was filled with pizza, naps, making videos, playing DCUO. This has been a really very good weekend. Oh, we got a combat rating 200 in here with us. Go get the repair golem. I've been doing elite versions of these too. It's been pretty fun. I don't normally do elite stuff, but...
Thanks for checking out the alert signal coming from the fortress. I'd head there myself, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of Darkseid's plans. Anyway, we can discuss that later. The readings are coming from the Phantom Zone projector. Head over there and I will check back in.
I'm not going to have to do a whole lot in here. It's pretty obvious. I'm just following these guys around. We got Big Daddy Celestial, Big Daddy Wrath, so both Big Daddies are in here. And Lantrina Red. Lantrina Red. Lantrina Red, maybe? I don't know. I'm following the Big Daddies. Can't go wrong with that. Here in a couple minutes, we're going to fight my Big Daddy. This is going to go really fast. I can't wait to fight Zod. He's gonna be all, my people! I'm gonna punch him right in his Zod face. Bioshocking. That is true. Power up my crystal. I wish that, I kind of try to think of Crystal as something from the Phantom Zone, like she's a Phantom Zone robot or something.
Built into my father Jor-El's Kryptonian war suit for defense here at the fortress.
That is a really cool suit. I dig the way you can see through his legs. I don't know what the hell's going on in the living room right now. I hear banjo music. There's square dancing happening on my TV. Lida's watching something on Netflix. No, she's changing television channels, that's why. So like, yeah, that's what you get when you're on cable TV in Southeast Ohio. Banjo music. I can do the crystals. That's what I can do to help. Sometimes. Nope, can't do nothing. I'll keep his attention then while they throw the crystals. Let me earn my weight, fellas. Or pull my weight. I was in here with Rock the other day, and I was able to smash Jor-El before he even got to the third set of crystals. That's never happened to me before. I don't know how it's possible, because normally when there's stuff like that you have to do, you have to actually do it. But, yeah. It was pretty cool. I was impressed with my own self. But I'm like a combat rating 199, so I should definitely be able to do that. Now that I think about it, it's a little pathetic that I was in here. But you know what? It was fun. And I was helping a friend, so.
What's going on over there? I'm getting serious distortion over our comm channel.
Ooh, looky, looky. 143 hands. Wow, now I can't pick it. I really dropped the ball on that. I'll say this about cable television though, Boomerang is awesome still. She's watching a new Scooby-Doo that, man, those guys look awesome. Switch roll, damn it, I missed the loot, are you kidding me? Oh, see, look what happens when you don't pick the loot at the right time. You miss out on your 140. No, I got him. Oh, that's neat. Wow, I figured they would just, I just miss out on it. That's pretty cool.
General Zod, the
Boom,
trap has
quick
sprung,
strike.
but Kal-El is not
Connor
with the
Creed
intruders.
says, do I need to get, dude, I do need to get my combat rating and SP up on my main. I'm CR 146 and SP 110. That's cool, man. I heard, I was watching someone else's video today, and they said, if you, I don't remember the name of the person or else I would say it, that you should try to get your skill points about 20 higher than your CR.
Time to escape from the Phantom Zone.
And that's not easy to do, but it is a goal. Tour life says Big Daddy Wrath. Looks cool as shit. But you know what? Going back to when the stat revamp drops, combat rating is important, but I'm glad to see that it will no longer be like the main focus of people that you know, kind of like I'm just progressing my combat rating so freaking fast, and then not focusing on skill points. It's kind of gonna slow that down, I hope. Back to where the focus becomes skill points a little bit more again, I think. Connor says, I need someone to do feat hunting with, but my league is usually always busy with work and whatnot. Yeah. I can feel that, brother. Shadow Dragon. I would say SP equal to CR still applies to the revamp as recommended. The absolute minimum for a T8 would probably be 170 skill points, because that's the minimum. Gotcha. That makes sense.
No more.
What's up, Jack?
I'm being overwhelmed by these Earthlings.
That's
General
cool.
Zod.
So that
Please
means,
send
you know, you don't have to
assistance.
necessarily try to kill the skill points and get them a lot higher than your combat rating.
The artificial sun generator in that room will further empower you. Do
So I
not
think right now
fail.
with this
Do
character
not
anyway,
fail,
I have not very many skill points, like 77-ish. I need to work on that. But with all my alts, I don't farm for skill points. I buy them with replay badges. I farm skill points with rock, and that's about it. The only time that like I'll do vice versa is when I just happen to get a feat with an alt that he didn't have. As soon as Lyda can actually get back in the game again, I'll have my skill point consultant.
You will not
She's the
survive
pusher
much
of feats in
longer.
this household. The planner of feats, I should say. Okay, so we need either we get a 132 chest or we get a Kryptonian wall decoration. Let's see what we need. We already have the chest. Going with the wall decoration, because I need all that I can get for my little Fortress of Solitude that I have with him. I got a cave base with him so that I could make it try to look like the Fortress of Solitude, and I haven't really done a whole lot to decorate it, but I'm working on it. Slowly. It's just I'm really trying to help this league get prestige so we can get a league haul. So pretty much everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm collecting is getting donated for prestige. Because this is my family league, I guess you could say. It's my brother's league. He's the leader. My brother-in-law, but I just shortened it to brother because he is my brother from another mother. She just happens to be the mother of my wife. And so he's the leader, and we have just about 7 members here. We're trying to be the league name is the Justice League of America. We're trying to actually follow the format of the Justice League. I saw someone earlier with the actual name Justice League as their league name. I don't know how the heck they got that. There was a space in the middle. It was Justice League spelled correctly. No kind of weird characters in it. I don't know what they did or how they got that, but that was amazing. Connor Creed, how do I get new bases? I have Green Ranger alt that I want to get a base for that resembles Zordon's command center. I believe you can purchase the deeds. You can get them either on the marketplace, and I think you can spend loyalty points for them at the Skeets vendors. Outside of that, I'm not real sure. I think that those are really the only 2 ways. I may be wrong about that. You get one automatically when you hit a certain level, of course, but you know that. But yeah, for more, I'm pretty sure you've got to spend the money. Or the, you know, not the money. I just Scooby-Dooby dude in the background. Ruby. Zod, I'm punching you in your face. Bam! I told you I would, and I did. Now I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. I'm gonna let the big papas take care of you.
If you make it out of this prison, you'd better hope we never cross paths again.
Oh, look at that. Got another choice of 130. Ooh, Flex Soda. I don't need that, but I'll take it.
Must have gotten stuck in the Phantom Zone. It took some effort, but we found a way to open up communications in the portal so you can leave whenever you're ready. We'll start looking for Zod and his army right away. Oh, my friend Clark Kent.
I discovered YouTube gaming last night. I had no idea that existed. Well, I mean, I had an idea, but I had never really messed around with it. And I went and looked at So it is cool. So because it's always been, it bothers me a little bit. It doesn't really bother me, but yeah, I'm done with the mission. So what are you doing with my 5-hour energy, Bode? Are you making off with it? He's very excited about having it. You've seen Daddy take those, haven't you? This kid is growing like crazy. He's progressing so much. He likes to wake me up now playing drums on my desk with his drumsticks, or my drumsticks actually. And he's just, seems like he's doing everything I'm doing these days. Earlier today it was hilarious. I was working on my video, and I'm still, you know, in the Stone Age as far as shooting face cam videos. Everything that I do is on my laptop with my webcam or whatnot built in. And so I'm sitting in here shooting the video, working on it. I look in and Lida's like, "Hey, look, he's being daddy." And he was sitting on the couch with his little toy laptop, just intensely going to town on it. And I was like, yeah, you are. You're my boy. So, but yeah, YouTube gaming. Back to what I was getting ready to say is that, so it was super cool. Whenever we used to stream on Twitch, it wasn't super cool because we had horrible bandwidth, and most of the time our streams couldn't even be viewed because of it. But I thought it was always really neat how when you stream on Twitch, if you go to DCUO's webpage, they have listed there everybody that's streaming on Twitch, and it was really cool for, like, you know, it made me feel good. I even took screenshots of it sometimes because I was like, look, our name's on DCUO's website. And I used to just stream just so that I could go and look and see if it would pop up on there. And so when we started streaming mainly on YouTube, which I like a lot better as far as I'm a noob to streaming, so YouTube makes it really simple for me to do. It was kind of a downer that doesn't happen on DCUO's website. If you're streaming on YouTube, it doesn't pop up there, and at least that I know of. And so last night when I was messing around on YouTube and it said, "Do you want to check this out on YouTube Gaming?" And I was like, yeah, let's check that out. You can actually go look up DCUO. There's been an auto-generated kind of like a site for them, and it does show everybody that's streaming live on YouTube, and it shows like relevant videos and all that kind of stuff. So that's exciting. I'm actually, and I don't know if Shadow's still on here, I learned something from you the other day when you were talking about, I learned a lot from you the other day actually, when you were talking about kind of the subscriber counts and how you know, what it takes actually to be successful with the YouTube channel. I watched that video, of course, and then there was another video on your page that you liked that I went and watched, and it was a guy that was talking about the algorithms and how to get the most out of your video posting based on the way that YouTube algorithms work. I had no idea about any of that. I was completely like oblivious to how that worked. And that was just the most fascinating thing to learn about. And obviously I'm going to try and learn more about it, but that's what sparked me to start thinking about, you know, recommended videos and how you get those to pop the most and for which audience and that kind of stuff. So it's really pretty cool. A lot of stuff involved in putting videos up and being a YouTuber that a lot of people don't know. There's a lot more to it than just making a video and putting it on there. So, but we're at about 54 minutes. I've had a really good day of making videos, and this has been the only stream that I've done. I have to exit the group mission now.
So,
But
a storm is brewing on the coast of Metropolis.
Bodhi wants to play with my controller.
Ocean Master is
But we're
attempting
getting close to the
seize
hour
throne of
mark. I
Atlantis.
apologize for the last
Now,
stream,
Aquaman
guys.
is
The
crab type, so he didn't exactly
the
ask
game
for
crashed.
help.
I didn't realize it until after when I was able to stream again from the home screen. Yeah, so that's why it's chopped up into two videos, and because some people had already liked it and shared it on their YouTube or Twitter feeds, I didn't want to go back and delete them and put them all both into one video. So the last stream is in 2 separate videos. But this one will be in one. It'll be up on YouTube here probably in about an hour. So if you can, jump over there once it's up. Give it a share, give it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Every sub helps us. Our goal at this point is to somehow, over the next year maybe, I don't know, this seems like a pretty far out goal, but I need to get a PC that's capable of getting on the test server, because I really want to do that, and I don't want to compete with other YouTubers that are doing test server stuff, as far as because I'm not that intelligent about stuff like, you know, rotations and you know, the new stat revamp stuff and how it will affect your gameplay and all that kind of stuff. But what I do want to do is get on there and show new content and just have fun with it before it launches. And so that's my long-term goal, is to get a PC, get on the test server, so that we can get on there together and goof around on streams on test server. And we're going to do that really only with help from subscribers at this point. So every subscriber helps. We have a Patreon page now. If you feel so inclined, you can go and subscribe to the Nation there, patreon.com/VarNation. And everything that we get as far as donations, we're going to put towards building this channel to get it to the point where we can get on test server and have, you know, see a lot of this content before it actually comes out, and give you guys a sneak preview, so to speak. So that's the goal, but the goal is also to have a heck of a lot of fun. Shadow Dragon says, I hardly break things down like others do. Well, I don't know, man. I think you do a really good job of doing it. You do it in a way that I can understand. You make it make sense to me. So that's why I always point to you a lot of times, because it's just a fact of a lot of it can be very, very confusing, and the way you think and the way that you describe things just works with my brain. And I think that there's a lot of people out there that will feel the same way, or do feel the same way. And so that's why I point to you, because you explain it, you look at it in really good detail, you weigh you know, the different pros and cons of things, and just put it in a really good, intelligent way that makes sense. And so, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I thank you guys for hanging out with me here, and hope to see you guys again. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming again Monday. So Monday night we'll hang out. We'll do some stuff. I'll probably go back to, we've done 2 or 3 streams now where we've done played alts, and so on Monday we'll probably get back on Rockvar, and we'll probably hit up some of the newish content, because I still need to complete a lot of stuff over there. So thanks, guys. Connor Creed says, have a good night. Have a good night, bro. We'll see you all later. And for Var Nation, for Lyda and Bodhi, this is Rock Var saying play on.